Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda Davidson-Golien. I am a real estate agent licensed here in Oregon with eXp Realty. This is Weston. Want to bob in, Weston? He's going to help me today. He's going to be my little helper while we drive around Redmond and talk about, so you're thinking about moving to Oregon. Let's chat about it. I think I said I was a licensed agent here in Oregon, but I live and work out of Redmond, Oregon, which is smack dab right in the middle. It doesn't get more central than Redmond. But today we're going to talk about the top 10 reasons of why I think you should move to Oregon. Not necessarily Central Oregon, but Oregon in general. And while I'm driving, we're actually just going to stay in the southwest section of Redmond. Pretty much anything south of Highway 120, which is Highland Avenue as it runs through Redmond. We just finished picking up a Lowe's order. That was hectic. Sunday is definitely hopping at Lowe's. And Weston, can you give us the first prompt on why we think you should move to Oregon?
The outdoors.
The outdoors? What was that?
What are we doing? I'm going to Grandpa's next weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to mess up the vibes, bro.
Because you're meeting 7 next to ride next weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're always gone. So one of the big draws for Oregon is the outdoors. There are so many different things, or different types of outdoor areas. So we are on the West Coast. You obviously have the beach. You have the valley, which is very wooded, wet. You have the Cascade Mountains, which has some of the top skiing areas in the Northwest because of our dry powder. And then you have the high desert in Eastern Oregon. So many things outdoor related here. Different areas, surfing at the beach with a wetsuit. There's I don't know what you do outdoors in the valley. There's a lot of waterfalls. Hiking. And then here, the dunes at the coast. Yep, that was his favorite. And then here you have your kayaking, mountain biking, dirt biking, off-road trails, snowboarding. So definitely, if you are a person who likes to be outside, Oregon would be a top option for you. How about what's number 2?
Food, world famous Portland food.
Okay, so food is big here in Oregon. If you look at all of the, top foodie places in the United States, Portland's number 1, which surprised us because I thought it was going to be New Orleans.
Wait, no way we're number 1.
Portland, yeah, is number 1 for food in the United States.
That's dumb.
Which surprised us all because we were like, really? Not the South? Somewhere in the South? In New Orleans? He doesn't believe it, but it was an article. You can look it up. Portland has a huge foodie scene. Central Oregon has a huge food truck scene. So pretty much anything under the sun in a food truck, Redmond, Bend, all those local outlying areas have it.
I look so good right now.
What? I'm breaking out, and my eye bags look really bad in this one. So, caves. You can go caving. We have a lot of caves because we are. A lot of our caves are lava tubes because we sit on all the sisters and a lot of the surrounding mountains were volcanoes, and so it's a lot of lava rock here and a lot of lava tubes that created caves. So number 2, 3.
The culture.
The culture. We have a wide variety. A wide cultural variety here. What are the talking points?
The vibrant art scenes.
Okay.
Key town, historic charms.
Okay. I forgot my little points. So, Portland is a big, hipster art scene. Ashland, you have a very historic and Shakespearean culture. Here you're very outdoors, but it's also old logging town, so it's a lot of older generations here. It's fine. It does it in 6-minute increments. And then it blinks out. I learned that on the last one because you guys are going to see us driving. I kept thinking my camera was going out. Ooh, pretty Bronco. Okay. Oh, what's number 4?
The economy.
So the economy here in Oregon is actually thriving. A lot of the economy is based on like the tech. Tech is huge here. Agricultural is huge here. What was the other one?
Renewable energy.
And renewable energy is big. So your wind, not necessarily fossil fuels, but we have wind turbines, we have power, like water dams, and all of that. So we're also the capital of Nike. We're the capital of Columbia Sportswear, Intel, HP. All of those have a big I can't think of a word. Job opportunities here in Oregon. So, still there? Oh, that golf cart's bad.
I can do what I want. I want to see how much I love Ranger.
We'll stop by the yard sale on the way back. Uh-oh! What's number 5?
Oh, that's this.
Yeah, it's super loose. You're going to make it worse.
I get it.
Oh, thank you.
The scenery.
So the scenery, I think it sort of ties into the outdoors, but we live in the high desert here in Redmond, so we have mountains off to our right, we have just straight desert off to our left, there's massive canyons, the Columbia River Gorge, ruling the Painted Hills. You have just so much scenery, the Rogue River, the Oregon coast, like top destinations and top places to see here in Oregon. If you can see, I hope it focuses in on those beautiful mountains right there in front of us. So, always something to see here.
The weather.
And why is Sean's dad calling me? Okay. And what is number 6?
Weather.
The weather. So the weather in Oregon varies very much on where you're at, but in general, Oregon has very temperate weather. So a lot of people think Oregon and rainy. No, Central Oregon barely gets any rain. We've gotten a lot in the last few days. Weston's giving me side eye. But our inches of rain is significantly lower than anywhere else in the state. But Central Oregon has all 4 seasons. You have winter, spring, summer, fall, and Central Oregon typically has around 300 days of sunshine. So while other parts of Oregon might be a little dreary and a little gray, a little wet, there's a lot of different weather patterns here in Oregon. Sports. So this might be a touchy subject for some, but we do have some big sports teams here in Oregon. So the Trailblazers, which is basketball. We don't really follow soccer, but the Timbers are real popular among their crowd. And then we are not Ducks fans.
I'm a platypus.
I'm a platypus too. But the Oregon Ducks, which
That's
are huge.
You got mad at me when I started talking to those Ducks fans.
I'm just saying, we're Beavers. But I'll root on Oregon I'll root on the Ducks if they're not playing the Beavers. So, Ducks football, massive, huge. I feel like everyone knows about the Ducks. And then Beavers baseball is big. They're a great team. And so, yeah.
Winterhawks.
Winterhawks, but apparently they're not
They're kind of hacks.
Watch your mouth. I wonder if I can bleep that out. But, and they're not I thought they were a professional team, but they're not. So, but yeah, we do have hockey here as well.
Education.
So education, I think, is not only in the colleges, because we have some really prestigious colleges and university. Oregon State University, huge on agriculture and business. You have the University of Oregon, which is the Ducks. That's more mathematics, architecture, things like that. Portland State University is huge. Western Oregon University, Linfield University, you name it. Southern Oregon University. We have Oregon Institute of Technology. Education's big here. Some of the schools here in Oregon rank really high as well. I know in the Valley, more in the McMinnville area, they have some of the top schools in Oregon. Here in Central Oregon, top schools are in Sisters. I know. It's because it's really low because I had to put my little magnet. It's not a magnet. What is this? Mic on. So sorry, it's so good. Community is a big thing here in Oregon. I was just talking to some people about this. You'll find your group. So, and there's a wide variety of groups. What? Weston even says that there's a very wide variety of groups. We have a large outdoor community. We have a large LGBTQ community. We have a large homesteading community. It's so wide. It's all of the spectrums. You'll find someone here in Oregon to be your person or your people. Okay.
Lifestyle.
What are the notes? What are the notes on it?
Lifestyle.
I know, but what else?
Laid back beach towns, bustling cities, energetic, and old country eastern.
Okay. And then and that's number 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 10 and the last one is lifestyles. So everyone has their own little lifestyle, and I really think there's a town for you in Oregon. We have our laid-back communities typically along the coast or in eastern Oregon in the smaller cities. You have your big cities with your bustling nightlife like Portland, Eugene, in the Valley area, and then you have more of your energetic outdoor community enthusiasts here in Central Oregon, and then you have your country farming agricultural communities in Eastern Oregon.
Madras,
even here in Central Oregon, Prineville, this one. But those are, what I think are the top 10 reasons why you would want to move from another state here to Oregon, because we pretty much have it all. Abby, what would you say is your top reason to move to Oregon?
Go to Texas.
Weston? What is your top reason to move to Oregon?
All the outdoor community. All the outdoor stuff.
All the outdoor stuff? You like being outdoors?
A lot.
What's your favorite thing to do outdoors?
It depends on what, depends on what season it is. Winter, I like to snowboard.
Snowboarding?
And in the summer, I really like to be on the water. Anything on the water.
So summer on the water.
The fall, there's no snow. It's kind of cold outside, but it's also kind of warm. I like the dirt bike. I don't like the dirt bike when it's really hot outside.
Okay. So fall and spring are dirt biking. So this kid stays outside pretty much year round. Whether he's in sports, on the rivers, snowboarding, or on his dirt bike. So if you have any questions on reasons why, or questions about moving to Oregon, please feel free to reach out to me. I am, like I said, licensed in Oregon. I handle business here in Central Oregon and over in the Valley, in the Lane, Lynn, Marion, Polk, and even some coastal cities. I don't handle Washington. But yeah, I'd love to help you find your next home here in Oregon. Thanks, guys.